Hey guys, so I wanted to do my speech on dirt bike competitions. There's riding a dirt bike. It's extremely fun. It's thrilling. There's a rush of adrenaline that comes with it, and so it started as a hobby. Everybody loved the feeling of it. It's super fun, and as most machines go, you make them fast, so people want to find out who can go the fastest. So that's how dirt bike competitions were made. I wanted to do my speech over this because growing up in Southern California, riding dirt bikes was huge. It was a big activity for a lot of people, including me and my family. We moved to Missouri after California and didn't have as much time, but somewhere along the line, like during high school, I started watching Supercross again and started getting back into the idea of riding again. And now that I'm in South Dakota, I've got a bike, I started riding, I'm learning a lot more. Just getting into the competitions, getting into watching it and learning, which brings me into the types of competitions. There's so many types, there's so many different ways to compete on a dirt bike. I'm just going to go over the main ones. The biggest one is motocross. Rough terrain, natural, a few man-made jumps and berms and different objects. But for the most part, you're just going fast, you're just going over stuff. It's not too technical, not too precise, unlike Supercross, which comes after motocross. They bring a bunch of dirt into a stadium, an arena, and these jumps are way more technical. You have to hit them at a perfect rhythm, so you don't crash, miss jump, fall, something like that. Much shorter tracks than a motocross track would be, about a minute long to get around one lap, versus motocross, which is about 2 to 3 minutes to get around a lap. And then there's enduro, which is woods riding, going through these tight trails that going up steep hills, going over rocks, logs, anything you find in the woods really. And then off of enduro, they made enduro cross, a mix between enduro and supercross. They bring rocks in, logs, tires, typically about a minute to get through a lap, 12 laps in a race. And then there's trials, which is an aspect of enduro, much bigger, larger scale, seemingly impossible to get up some of the obstacles, real steep inclines, big boulders, going through water, and balance is a huge part of it. Part of the competition is not letting your foot hit the ground, so balance and technicality is huge in trials riding. And then there's freestyle, which is a lot different than the other types of competitions I mentioned. This is just getting air, doing cool tricks, just having the courage to do stuff that not many people would do, having style with it, being able to do something that most people can't. All these different types of competitions and events are all unique. You got the jumps and obstacles of motocross and supercross. And then there's enduro and enduro cross, which is more natural obstacles like rocks and logs. And then you have trials, which is similar objects or obstacles as enduro, but much bigger, much more difficult to get over. And then FMX freestyle, which is just its own thing pretty much. Not much of a race, just more of points and a style competition. And then all these different types of races, they require different bikes to be used, made with different materials, different gearing, suspension is different, just the machines are way different. And then you have the lengths of all these different types of races. Enduro is really long, you're riding for 2-3 hours straight. Motocross, 30 minutes, supercross, 20 minutes, enduro cross, 12 to 15 minutes. They're all unique in their own way, all different. And then, it's just the thrill of riding a bike, enjoying it. All these competitions are worldwide. It's a great time, very enjoyable to watch. But yeah, thank you for listening.